Welcome back into another edition of the Full Court Press. Tanner Barth alongside Nate Falk like we are every Friday night. And tonight was a good night to be a basketball fan in the Wilmington city limits. Tons of games and tons of great competition.
No excuses for people not to get out tonight and watch some good basketball. But if they did, that's why we're here.
Yep, they had 3 games. Oh, I went for the 3, you went for the knuckles.
Hey,
it is what it is. Let's get to the highlights, shall we? Started with our Full Court Press matchup of the week out to Shipyard Boulevard. The Hoggard girls hosting the North Brunswick Scorpions. These two teams sitting 3rd and 4th in the Mid-Eastern Conference standings headed into tonight. Hoggard led big at the half, and they would extend that lead coming out of the break. Check out this. It's the freshman Anya Massey cans the left wing 3 ball.
They usually shoot it well at home, and they did tonight.
And hey, but the Scorpions say, hey, we can shoot the basketball as well and answer next possession. Another freshman.
Back at you, Tanner.
It's Laney Scoggins, 3 of her own. But the Vikings offense firing on all cylinders. Isis Tresvik down low finds Madeline Elgard.
Good job not putting that ball on the floor.
She's get the easy lay-in, and they were able to score really on all levels tonight. And they really showed, they're a basketball team that after that loss to Laney, they can come back. They're going to win some games.
Yeah, they bounced back nicely, not which they needed, to stay in the thick of the race. And they're very hard to beat, as always, at home. They
beat North Brunswick at Viketown 44-15, the final score. So we talked about that big-time win, kind of breaking that one down. The conference tournament postseason just around the corner, just over a month left to go. What was your biggest takeaway you saw from that one and Laney's ability to bounce back, or Hoggard's ability to bounce back and get a big win?
Well, just that. Being at home gives them a chance to do just that. Tuesday night was a tough loss for them. But getting at home, getting that momentum back, you haven't even gone through the first slate of games for the first half of the season, so they needed that.
Well, let's get back into the highlights. You heard it from Falk there himself. Check out the boys matchup between these two schools. Hoggard coming off that big win over Laney. North Brunswick trying to snap the Vikings win streak out of the break. North Brunswick making the most of second chances. Elijah Elwood, offensive board, sticks it back up and in.
Being active on the board is what you need to get a key conference win on the road.
But if you've watched Hoggard, you know their offense, thing of beauty. Quick pass down low. Jackson Massey catches on the block, rolls it home.
That's exactly how you want to attack that zone in the middle.
And oh yeah, we talked about that offense for Red Queen squad. 3 passes here before a shot's taken. Massey up and in.
I love the ball moving and the unselfishness by Hoggard.
And they do it just like that. This is how they drew it up. Hoggard protects their home court, getting the 66-44 win over North Brunswick. Now let's go down Market Street now. Sanaya Rivers and the Ashley Screaming Eagles taking on the New Hanover Wildcats. The Eagles led by 18 at the half, but the Wildcats cut into that lead right here. It's a steal the other way. Andrea Schuford gets the easy layup.
It's off to a good start there by New Hanover. They're always very, very tough to beat at Brogden.
And anytime your inbounder is one of the top players in the nation, you get a good look. Sanaya Rivers to Mia Samadre that gets the floater to go.
Mia with 2 of her 11 points for Ashley.
She had a good night. New Hanover would stay in the game because of breaking the press in transition. Nice bounce pass to Destiny Newkirk off the glass and in. But they just couldn't keep Ashley, out of their offensive rhythm tonight. This time it's Reagan Russell.
When Ashley's shooting the 3 ball with Sanaya, with Mia, they're one of the best teams in the state.
Gets the 3 ball to go there, and Ashley gets the 67-41 win over the New Hanover Wildcats on the road. Moving on to the highly anticipated boys game between these two. Looking for a big play just before the half. The Wildcats go to one of their 3 seniors. It's Makai Stanley straight ahead to the basket.
He had the charge, but moved out of the way.
Hey, I would too. Makai Stanley, a big boy, is a running back. And then Ashley, they were trying to find success. It came when they broke the press. Khalil Jones gets the lay in here.
Textbook perfect how to break the press. They did it a couple times tonight.
That lead was 15 then, but cut down to 13 here as Mari Brown races the length of the floor. But check out this. New Hanover on the run. D. Barnett goes way up top to his man, James Jones Jr. Punches it home.
It's a good touch by D. Not many people can make that pass. He did a great job.
The Wildcats are big winners tonight. 89-61 the final score from Brogden Hall. Now let's move up to Laney High School, coming off a big win over Hoggard, hosting South Brunswick tonight. The girls' side of things. Quick start for the Lady Buccaneers, moving the ball around the perimeter, and then they find someone on the baseline. Dasani Boney scores on the block off the glass.
They're able to get it inside. I love how Laney's playing right now. They're getting points in transition, as you see, and they're defending very well.
Yeah, they jumped out to the 9-0 lead. Minutes later, it's Jada Simpson to Kennedy Martin, right-handed lay-in. South finally gets on the scoreboard, though. It comes from a baseline jumper, Lexi Collins.
Contested shot, but she made it. She drained it.
Yep, then time winding down in the first quarter. Bucks on the run. It's Morgan Adam, the sophomore, beats the buzzer. And you talked about it. This team playing good basketball. They come off the win off for Hoggard, get another one tonight, pulling out the 43-23 win tonight. Now let's move on to the boys game between the two schools. Both teams trying to get a bounce-back win. South fell to New Hanover. As you know, Laney fell to HOGGARD. Laney came out shooting the ball. Reese Edwards way downtown.
Reese Edwards, Flight 22 standout, getting his shot back after missing some games early in the season due to a back injury.
That put the lead to 6, but South would wake up a few minutes later. A.J. Rossi making things happen for Disbrown, the sophomore.
Holding that follow through. You think he has seen love in basketball?
Hey, you bet so, and they would cut the lead even further. It's A.J. Rossi once again, little stutter step,
Nice
the hand in his
hesitation.
face. The Laney not letting it happen on their home court. Jahi Flowers.
That's exactly how you play that transition break.
They love to do it, and they showed it tonight. The Bucks are back in the win column, 46-36 the final score, and that's the kind of bounce-back win the Laney boys were looking for after dropping their past 3 conference games, and I think this will maybe give them a little bit momentum, and we'll see what they can do here in the next couple of weeks.
Well, that kind of a game, you got Ashley coming up on Tuesday. You had 2 losses by them this week to Hanover, to HOGGARD. So they had to get that game tonight to get ready for Ashley on Tuesday.
You're absolutely correct.